Asian kid, I guess, tries GCSE maths or GCSE maths paper. I am about 16, so I'm about the right age to do this. Let's do it. 36 product of 5 fractions, that's 6 times 6, so that means that that's 3 times 2 times 3 times 2, so that's 2 squared times 3 squared, calm. Karina is 7 years older than Jay. Martha is twice as old as Karina. Sum of their sums is 77. So let's say J equals X, K equals X plus 7, and Martha is twice as old as Karina, so Martha equals 2X plus 14. Sum of their ages, so that is 4X plus 7, 14, 21 equals 77. I think for some of these we're not going to take into account all the working out marks. What we're just going to do is we're going to what's it called? We're just going to like take the answer, that's it. So ABC is a parallelogram. Yeah. EDC, so EDC is a straight line. If it's a point on A to D, such as BFE, it's a straight line, that is that. Shoulder angle E, whatever the hell, is 70, calm. Okay, so that means that this one will have to be, well, that's 180, 35. I could do this mentally, but, well, I don't know if we're taking into account working out marks yet. I haven't decided that yet. This one is also 35. So because that's 35 and that one is, and because this is a parallelogram, this one has to be 75. So 75 plus 35 is 180 minus 110 equals 70, calm. So I may have 3 circles, exactly a third of it shaded. Show you're working out, so that is 4 plus 3 equals 10. So that's 100 pi equals whole. So the whole thing is 100 pi. That's 7. So that is 7 pi minus, well, 7. So that is 7. So that's 49. Jesus. Alright. 49 pi minus, that's 16 pi equals 33 pi. 33 pi over 100 pi. Well, 33 out of 100 is not equal to a third. That's equal to 33 out of 100, so it's wrong. No. So 20 earnings, what about estimate mean of the weekly earnings? So that's midpoint, so that's 200, midpoint that 300, 400, I shouldn't be writing this down, 600, so that means that is 200 plus, that's 300 times 11, so that's 3300, that's 400 times 5 plus 2k plus 1800, so that equals so that is 3500, then that is 5500, that is 67300, so 7300 divided by that is 12, 1720 divided by 20, so that is 730 over 2 equals, that is 365. Natty says, the mean may not be the best average to use to represent this information. Do I agree? Theoretically, yes. Because of the low actual amount of people plus outliers which may be present. So here's a rectangle with the measurement in centimeters. The area is that. Show the y is 3. So the area of the rectangle is that. So that means that 5xy minus 9y equals 48, and 2xy plus 6y is 48. We also know that there's a rectangle down that equals that, so 2x plus 6 equals 5x minus 9, so that means that's 15 equals, and that is that goes to that, so that's 3x, x equals 5, so because x equals 5, that means that's 5, 10, 15, 15 minus, oh no, 15 minus 9 equals 6. Well, I've F'd that up somewhere, give us a, wait, That's because that's 25 minus 9. And 25 minus 9 is actually 16. So 16, so that's 16, 32, 48 equals 3, therefore 3, yeah. I guess, I don't know what I did there. So, the goal needs help drawing this graph. Here's a graph. One thing's wrong, dot to dot. Simple. Next, write these numbers in order of size. So, the lowest is this one, 0.246. Then it is this one, 0. That one, that one, that one. Then it is this one. And then it is finally this one. Come. So James and Peter cycled on the same 50-kilometer route. James took 1.5 hours to cycle to 50 kilometers, or 2.5 hours to cycle to 50 kilometers. Peter started the cycle 5 minutes after when James started to cycle. Peter caught up with him when they both cycled 15 kilometers. James cycled at speed. Peter's speed. Jesus, I messed up completely reading that. That's 2.5 hours equals 15 kilometers. So, was that 2.5? That's that. That means that it was 50 kilometers and he took 2.5 hours. That means I somehow stopped recording. So, oh, for God's sake, because now, okay, sure, we'll just go on with it. So, in 1 hour equals 20 kilometers because you've just divided that by that. So that means that because it took 1 hour to cycle 24 kilometers, cycle 15, that's 45 minutes to cycle 15 kilometers. Start 5 minutes later, that means that that's 40 minutes to travel 15 kilometers. So that means in 20 minutes he travels 7.5, so that means in 60 minutes, so per hour, that's 22.5. 22.5, perfect. So write down the value of that, so that's 10, write down the value of that, 25. 25. 3t plus 2c equals £7.80. 5t plus 4c equals £14.20. So double the top one, 6t plus 4c equals £15.60. 5t plus 4c equals £14.20. So that means 1t would be £1.40. So that means 3t's would be £1.40 times 3, which is £4.20. That means £4.20 minus that, so that's £7.80 minus £4.20. That would be £3.60 divided by 2. That would be 36 just divided by 2 divided by that, so that's £1.80. So that is £1.40 and £1.80. Next, oh for God's sake, table shows blah blah blah, give it a go. Draw a box plot for this. Oh no, do we have to? Okay, sure. So lower quartile is that, median is that, least height is that, so that's the lowest. 54, 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually don't care enough to be able to draw this. Median is there. Lower quartile 61 in the quartile range, so that means that the next one is 61 plus 7, 68. That's there, and the range is 20, so if that's 74, perfect. There, vamoose. I don't care if that's whatever. So compare the distribution of heights. So, oh for God's sake, we actually have to do this. Overall, the range is a lot more spread in the year 7 girls. Jesus, that's tall, you know. The interquartile range slash average a lot higher for year 11, so on average they are taller. I'm rushing this. Factory makes 450 pies every day, pies of chicken, whatever. Take a sample 15 pies to check the proportion of pies of chicken, proportion of pies in a sample that are chicken is the same proportion made out that. So 4 chicken pies out of the 15. So that means out of 450 equals 120, I'm pretty sure. Okay, When choosing a number to take pi's mean I need is 6, correcting the nearest whole number. Random pi from that. Work out the lower bound. Well, lower bound means, so that's 5.5. Would be that to the nearest significant number. Takes a pi from random out of the ones he made. So that is literally 5.5 out of 15 or 55 out of 150. Calm. So our ratio between blah 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 is equivalent to 1 to k, so that y equals blah 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 blah. So ratios can also be written as fractions, so, and it's equivalent, so k over 1, so that means that is y plus x equals ky minus xk, because you cross multiply and then you have to make y the subject, so y minus that equals minus x, and then you do y equals, and then it is, you have to take a factor of x out, and now we'll take a factor of minus x out because we want to be smart like that. K plus 1, so we've got the bracket now, and y equals then minus xk plus 1 over 1 minus k, and then we can take our factor of minus 1 from here, so 1k, k plus 1 over minus 1, well, k minus 1, then you cancel out the minus 1, so that's x, k plus 1 over k minus 1, calm. So prove algebraically that can be written as that, so that's 0.436363636. So that's 10x equals 4.36363636, and that is 1,000. X equals 436, I think, because 1, 2, 3, yeah, 0.36, whatever the hell. So that's 990. X equals 432. 432 over 990x. So that is what it is, and well, we can just do a series of divisions by 2 until we get there. Or do we just do a series of divisions by 2, or what do we divide by? 990 divided by 55. It's a division by 18, sure. Well, I've got the answer anyway, and I want to do this as quickly as possible. I want to speed run this. Y directly proportional to k, then x to the third. When y is that, so y is 7 over 6. When x is k times 2, so find the value of that when that is that, okay. What I think you do here, well, obviously that's that, so that means you divided, well, I think you would divide by 2 to get k equal, divided by 2, that would give k equals 7 over 12. So when k equals 7 over 12, so that's 64 to the third. 64 to the third is 4. So 28 over 12 equals, that's 14 over 6, which equals 7 over 3, calm. And it's an integer. Prove algebraically that the sum of that and that is always a square number. Okay, so a half n squared plus a half plus, I could have done this so much better. I could have taken out a factor of a half. Calm. So we can just do a half n squared plus 3n plus 2. So that's a half n squared plus a half n squared plus 1.5 n plus 1. This is the most inefficient way of doing this since the Stone Age. N squared, there should be n's there, yeah. N squared plus than that, which would give 2n plus 1, which is n plus 1 squared, therefore proven. Perfect. What's next? So we have to enlarge the shape by a factor when that is that. So I'm going to use technology to my advantage here. And first of all, I'm just going to, oh no, yep, this may or may not be an issue. So this is going 3 down, 4 across. 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3, 4 across. For some reason, I possess the inability to do shapes of any kind. I don't get why, but it's like, it's meant to be really easy. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, there we go. And this one, I would love to just like put it through there, but like that's not going to work, is it? Okay, I've just deleted that. I had to get this off. So this is 2, that's that, so it should be split 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's 1, 1, 1.5. And then there's this top bit, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't actually know what I'm doing here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means it goes up 2. So that's 1, that's 2. Then this one goes up 1 to here. And it's that. That's a terrible drawing, but that's the best I can do here. So blah blah blah. It's a rectangle. A, E, where's E? A, or B are points with that equation. A to D are points on the straight line M. A to E equals E to B. Find an equation for M. So here, I know what you do. 2y equals minus x plus 12. So y equals minus a half x plus 6. So first of all, we find out where it crosses the x-axis. So that's when y equals 0. So when y equals 0, x equals 3. Because that is 0, and then you minus 6, and then you divide by, I think I'm pretty sure it is 3. It's 12, Jesus. So I definitely did not use a calculator for that. I just didn't want to do it mentally, let's be fully honest here. So the difference between here and here, well, that's 6. And that's 12. I'm pretty sure it's 12 at least. So 0 equals minus a half x plus 6. Yep, sure, 12. 12 and 6 are the distance between here and here is the same as the distance between here and here. So the distance between there and there is 12 squared plus 6 squared. It is actually 12 across 6 up, so that means that would have to be minus 12 and then 12. Oh, minus 12 and 12. And this is a line which is perpendicular, I think it said. Did it say that? I really hope it said that. Yeah, I think it's perpendicular because I have to make a rectangle. So that means y equals 2x plus c. And that's 12 equals minus 24 plus c. So c equals 36. So y equals 2x plus 36. Cool. I keep on getting hair on this. So table shows from the values. X, blah blah blah. Find the value of y when x equals 45. So this is a cos graph which is doing that. So that means that the exact value for cos 30 is root 3 over 2. So they have changed that to that. And the exact value for cos 60 is actually a half. So they have changed that to 2. So table shows x and y values that do that. So find the value for y when x is 45. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So this may or may not require some thinking time. So the cos graph looks like this. Let's go do that. Go do that. Let's go do that. So they took a half and they put it up. Yeah, they took a half and they put it up. And wait, so they took this y as 3. So that means that 0, but the minimum is still minus 1. Because I think cos 180 is minus 1, so they didn't actually move it up or down at all. What? Surely that's... What? Surely that's impossible. They just didn't move B up, or did they? Well, cos 180 is minus 1, I'm pretty sure. And B, therefore, just didn't change, did it? Wow, this is very complicated. What? Okay, so it intercepts at 3. It normally intercepts at 1. And then 90 is here. So it's gone to 180. So the normal thing is 90, but it's changed to 120 is a cloth width, because it didn't used to be that. So that means that something must have happened. What actually happened? That means that it's been stretched. It's been stretched and moved up. Or has it been stretched? But -1 hasn't. 180 is still -1. So that means that hasn't changed. Yeah, we're going to come back to it. Shoulder this can be written as that minus root 8 over root 2 minus 1 and root 2 plus 1 over root 2 plus 1. 6 minus root 8 root 2 plus 1. This is the most efficient way I can think of doing it, because then you can actually quite easily do it in your head, I guess. So, and root 2 minus 1 and root 2 plus 1. Well, that one is actually very self-explanatory, because, I don't know, just is. So that is 1. So equals 2 plus 4 root 2. Yes. And next is the, not the last question, second last question. Two triangles, diagram is similar. Two possible values of x. Work out each of these values. So that means the big triangle is 15 here, with this being 3 and this being 20. So the overall big triangle is actually 15. So that means that if we do 12 to 3, because it's gone up that way, that means that would be 12 to 3, that means 4 to 1, 8 to 2. So one of them is 2, not the second one. Well, the second pair, so we have this and we have this. So that means that the scale factor is obviously, oh, we have two triangles, one looks like this and one looks like this. So 12 to 3 and then 8 to 2 is one of them. And then there's a big triangle one, so that's 12 to 8, and then there's the wham thing, which is a, I think it's, would it be 12 over 3 times 8? Nope. So I'm just looking at this. Well, Jesus, that was not intended to happen. Well, there's 12 and there's this. So we found one of the scale factors is 2. And then what else could it be? Theoretically, considering they're similar, they would need to have another scale factor or something on the lines of another scale factor to be able to actually make it work, because you'd need one to be another scale factor of the other. Okay. Well, theoretically, well, we have a 3 and we have a 0 here, we have an x here, so we have a 3 here and we have a 12 here as well, so that means that I honestly see nothing, to be honest. Well, we know that this adds to give 15, and we know that there's 8 here. That's all we know. We also know that this is 8. We also know that we have 8, we have 12, and we also have another 3. So what can we do with these? We can... That might work. Could it? I think that might work. So we take that, so we actually add them to get the 15. Then we take away the 8 and we treat it as two different things. So then we times 12, so that is 15 over 8 times 12. So that is 15 times 12, which is 180 over 8. So that is then 22.5. Then we still have an 8 because that's the whole thing. So 22.5 minus 8 is 14.5. That took too much effort. Here's round triangle, the measurement is centimeter. The area of a rectangle is greater than the area of a triangle. Really? Who would have guessed? Oh my god. So that's 3x squared minus, wait. Yeah, there's worth 5 marks, so it is actually worth doing it, and I have more than enough time. Minus 2x minus 3x plus 2. So 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 is bigger than this, so that is 2x squared over 2x squared. So that means that that is 2x squared minus 5x plus 2. So I'm assuming that because this is like a thing, it can't be factorized, or can it? So 2x minus 4, 2x minus 1, x minus 2, 2x minus 1, x equals 2, x equals 0.5. So we have x is, because that's bigger, so x is bigger than 2 and x is less than 0.5, and it can't be this one, so it has to be this one, but this one could go into negative digits, so x is less than 2. So we go back to this question now. Well, we've done this. You know what, screw this, we're gonna mark it, see how we do. It's like, I'm very interested. So I'm gonna get a mark scheme up on something else. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so question 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, so that's 2. 14, 21, 42, so that's 4. Question 3, GB extended to form GC, reasoning for 35. Okay, we decided this already, that we don't care about reasoning. But did I show it? Yes, I did. I'm claiming all the marks because I'm just doing if I got the answer right. So, Daisy is wrong. Yeah, I proved that. Calm. So, 365. Yes. Comment. Outlier. Yes, because the actual amount plus outlier is perfect. So, we got all of that. So, shows reasoning to reach y equals 3. I actually did that. So comment didn't, yeah, dot to dot. So right order, that one, that one, that one, that one, yes. 22.5, yes. 10 and 25, yes and yes. And tea and coffee, yep, perfect. So, how did I draw the blocks plot? Well, I plotted all the points correctly. I just yeeted the drawing, but I'm also doing this with a tablet, so I don't care. And this one, comparison. For comparison of median, yes, no, maybe, no. And a comparison for the spread. Yeah, I did actually compare the spread, so let's take one because I see be able to do that one. 120, yep. 35 over 150, 165 over 450. I'll check on a calculator. That's 11. Yeah, that's right. Okay, proof. Yes. Oh, I did prove it. So yeah, this one is, yep, 24 over 55. Yes. 7 over 3. Yes. Completes proof. Yeah, because I've come to this, so yes. So, this, blah, 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 correct enlargement, so that's minus 1, minus 0.5, minus 1, minus 3.5, yeah, calm. So, line, is that correct? Oh, this question now, Jesus Christ, no. Okay, the answer was somehow 1 plus root 2, but working out marks wise, it does actually say for a value of a known trigonometric ratio, so I've actually got 1 by not even trying. And the next marks were process to form 2 equations, find A equals 2 and B equals 1, and for 1 plus root 2, so I did get 1 there. So I dropped 4 so far. And this one, calm, this one was a nightmare, but yes. And where's a 2? Yeah, calm. And this one, yes. So that is 75, I think. So I think 68 is a 9, so calm.